Welcome, beautiful soul. Welcome. My name is Sharu. Thank you for tuning in. This video is going to be about manifesting abundance and wealth. My issue in this entire concept is I have had a lot of problems with wealth. In the sense that I was always rich. I've always had a rich consciousness. I've always had a lot of energy. But in my life, I am pretty well off in the sense that I've always had food. I've always had shelter. I've always had what I wanted, in the sense that I never really suffered from anything like poverty in that sense, right? But as soon as I grew up, I slowly started seeing the way the world treated me. The way the world treated me, right? Because my dad is pretty financially abundant. And the way my relatives used to treat me was pretty bad. Okay? Bad in the sense that it wasn't necessary. They treated me with a lot of fake respect, a lot of fake love, a lot of jealousy, a lot of hate, I could sense slowly over time that the very affection they were showing towards me, my sister, was because of the only fact that we were really abundant, right? We had a lot of money, point blank, period. Now, this is all fine, but I haven't had someone to really give me the understanding that I needed at that time. And now I have that understanding more than anything, really. So, it's like this. My family is wealthy not because we grew a tree and printed our own money. No, we struggled. My dad struggled. My dad worked. My dad did the work, right? Laziness is directly connected to poverty. A lack of energy is directly connected to laziness, to poverty. So essentially, these people, my relatives, most of them, they couldn't make the money. Especially from my dad's side, they couldn't. They simply just didn't bother studying. They didn't bother putting in the work, right? And it's not even that I'm focusing on. It's the fact that they almost put this image of me being this perfect silver spoon fed kid, when I wasn't really looking at my dad's money like that ever. Yeah, I was happy, yeah, I was blessed, but I was never really obsessed. I loved life. I loved everything about life that it had to offer, and I was abundant in my very nature. I had the ability to give without seeking something in return. Most people don't even have that idea. even they're giving something is always in with the thought of, I will give, but I want something in return. That's not really giving, is it, my friend? So it's like this. I've had so much guilt imposed on me as a kid, even from certain friends, but not as much from friends as much as from random relatives that I don't even know. Of course, there are relatives that I truly cherish and they know that I cherish them, but then there's the ones that are practically snakes, willing to find any opportunity to destroy you. And this has happened in my life very much. Right? Not the fact that I was destroyed, but the concept that money creates, turns you into a bad person, really was not my understanding of it at the time, but it has been put into my mind by other people, and it still happens to this very day, but I have understood it. Right? If I'm walking on the street and I'm wearing gold or anything that is a representation of money, even watches, even good clothes, even looking good is a representation of being wealthy. So it's like that. And I legit just walk down the street or do my thing, right? And I have many people give me looks, and those certain people are are the same type of have that same type of frequency. Hey, look at that guy, he's probably arrogant, look at him, he's got so much, he's probably living the life. And their jealousy gets to my head, thinking I really have something, when in reality the material world is only supposed to complement the spiritual world. It's not supposed to completely define it. Yeah, you do want to work, yeah, you do want to do things, yeah, you do want to make money, sure, yes, do it, but don't forget the essence that it is your soul that is really valuable. And the more you go within and tap into that, the more you love the people around you, the more you love and meditate and go within, that's the real bliss. Right? I'm never ever saying material abundance is wrong. That is the most wrong thing to think. It is wrong to think that you don't need money if you are going to be living in this world like that, right? If you want money, work for it. Do what you need to do. Don't complain. I have more respect for people who work and actually get things done and diligently do things than a person who sits around and cherishes his poverty. Poverty is not spiritual, right? A sannyas leaves money not because he is incapable of making it or valuing it. No, because he doesn't want to take in the responsibility, because that is a huge thing. When you talk about money, you need to be responsible. If you have a house, you need to be responsible for that house. You need to clean it, you need to take care of it, you need to make sure that it's being utilized by someone or something. So you're not just hoarding space. If you have a car, you need to clean it, you need to service it, you need to use it, or it's just gonna be, just another object. Pretty useless, actually. I mean, you could sit in it, but even then, it's pretty useless, right? Unless you use it. So this understanding really came to me, and it made me feel all sorts of anger towards myself, because I was always happy, but it's like, I don't want to say it like that, but in India, we have lost much of our glory. We have lost much of our wealth. We have lost much of our dignity. Because you gotta understand, abundance is the very nature of life. And when you look at someone and feel like they have something you don't, that's the first mistake you make. And most people make that mistake. You know what I mean? Lakshmi never stays in a place where there's a lot of greed. That's why literally Indra loses her and she goes to Mahavishnu, because Mahavishnu is detached. He's the very God himself. He doesn't need her, but she will always be with him because she is in his heart, right? He's there to maintain. He's there to allow the society to really function. When you go to foreign countries, you see that their very ideology about security, freedom, enjoyment is completely different, And of course, I'm not going to sit here and talk like India is never going to change, but talking from experience, we still have many people who are in that mindset that enjoying wealth or cherishing wealth or enjoying wealth is a wrong thing, or having wealth is a wrong thing. They look at people who have done the work and they put this guilt on them. I want to tell you this: if you are rich, if in abundant, remind yourself that you don't have to feel any type of guilt. You did it with your energy. Sure, what you do with that money is up to you, and whether you do something good or bad, that's really your choice. In the end of the day, that's up to you, right? But then again, not all money is good money. You can steal and get money. That's not the same as when you contribute and enrich someone's life and then get some money. There's a completely different value to that money. So not all money is the same, is what I'm trying to say as well. Right? Wealth comes in many forms. Your children could be wealth. Health is wealth. Seriously, you can't buy health. Once it's lost, it's really lost. In Hinduism, we never cherished poverty. Think about it. In Tirupati, the most expensive jewelry, most expensive stones that cannot even be found anywhere on the planet is literally on the chest of Mahavishnu, right? So how could we possibly think that Hinduism has something to do with escaping this material world and like seeking only the abundance of spirituality? It's like they're both in essence always going to be together. You know what I mean? You can never really separate it because you're always in this physical body, which is material, right? Even as you meditate, you are in this body and utilizing this form to access divinity. I'm not making these videos to really say something and do something else. I'm living this truth day to day, and I'm understanding more and more. Most people put jealousy into other people only because they are unconscious. They really don't know. They really don't understand. I can't blame them. You can't blame them. all you can do is just be the better person. Because they haven't seen the other side. They haven't seen what it means to live in a different vibration or location, you know? Most of the people haven't even left India, point blank period, right? So who am I to sit here and say like they're wrong? You know, it's their perception. I cannot say they are wrong. All I can say is that their perception is limited, their understanding is limited. And spirituality gives you this understanding, but you should understand that you shouldn't be against abundance or it will run away from you. Lakshmi will not stay in a home where she's disrespected at all. You know, she's gonna leave. And if she leaves, trust me, there's no point. There's really no point. You could have everything, but you have nothing. Yeah. So just don't carry the guilt, you know. Just don't carry even the single 1% of a thought that money makes you bad. It doesn't. It really doesn't. It cannot, unless your nature is bad. You know? There's no scripture that says don't earn money, don't make money, you know? There's really no scripture. I mean, damn. I look at my life and it's like a roller coaster, you know, a roller coaster of all sorts of things. But I'm happy, I'm really happy because I know I'm going to be fine, you know, regardless. And this isn't about my dad having money, it's about me, my energy. I know I'm going to be fine. That sincerity, that deep trust in life, that deep trust in your own innate ability to, you know, manifest whatever it is you want in whatever way possible, you know. You being tired, you being depressed, isn't going to help you make money, you know, isn't going to help you come up with creative ideas. I have a whole book full of stories that I'm writing, you know, like it's insane. I really want to just buy a couple of more books and just fill them up, and when the time comes, so that being said, abundance is spiritual, right? Poverty is not connected to spirituality in any sense, right? Shiva doesn't say no to wealth because he is disrespecting it or not wanting it. No, he understands that he is already complete in that sense. His energy is different. His very character is different. It's completely towards the bliss of enlightenment. And when you're in that zone, you really can't think about something like that in that sense, you know. It's a different vibe altogether. Your priorities change. But still you can manifest money because, you know, what can he not have? He gave Kubera a whole kingdom. The god of wealth. Kubera is the richest god in Hinduism. He gave Kubera a kingdom. There's also a form called Svarnakarshana Bhairava, which is basically Lord Shiva, where search it, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna search it, do the research. Svarnakarshana Bhairava, a very, very beautiful form of Lord Shiva, that if anyone wishes to connect and gain instant abundance, all you have to do is connect to that deity. Okay, so thank you for watching all of my videos. Like, comment, subscribe, smash that subscribe button. Peace, love, and remember, abundance is your birthright, right? Our mother, which is the Bhumi, gives abundantly. She doesn't lack anything, right? It's taught to you that you have to, you have to really, really struggle, but in reality, abundance is your very birthright. Do you really think our mother cannot provide for every human on this planet? Because I don't think that's true. I think she can provide for everyone. It's just the ignorance in the human hearts of those in power that doesn't allow the money to truly be distributed to everybody in need, right? So that being said, be the better man, be the better person, my brothers and sisters. Love life, love abundance, love the fact that you are abundant. Carry it with honor. We are a rich civilization. Don't feel like we lacked anything. We had the very science of immortality. Okay, so that being said, peace, love, divine healing to all of these people watching this video. And that being said, yeah, just close your eyes and feel that abundance.